So for this episode of What Your Watch Says About You, I have some very, very interesting pieces to discuss. So the first watch I want to talk about is the AP 15202 Ultra Thin. The thing about this watch is that it's a 39 millimeter, and most people nowadays will usually jump over to the 41 millimeter Royal Oak. But in my personal opinion, the 15202 is the true example of what a Royal Oak should look like. Although most people will flock to the 41, the Ultra Thin is that guy. So when somebody has on a 15202 on their wrist, believe me when I tell you, it's not out of coincidence, okay? It's not because they happened to go to the boutique 8 years ago when they were available and just settled for the 15202. That is a watch that usually people buy because they know exactly what watch it is. And they tend to be a lot more expensive with a much higher premium than the standard 41 millimeter Royal Oaks. Crazy part about it is when you compare it to the 39 millimeter standard Royal Oak, it is nowhere near the same. The 15202 is the guy, and when you're wearing one of those, what you're saying is, I am a real deal hardcore watch guy. Now it's gonna go downhill from here. Next we have the Hublot Square Bang Unico. I mean, where do I even start with this watch? Somebody that's wearing this watch, in my opinion, says, A, you have a very big watch identity crisis because Hublot clearly has been ripping off other brands for years. And yes, guys, before everybody's heads explodes, I know that all the brands feed off of each other's. However, this Square Bang Unico, I mean, what? Like, how many more ways can we regurgitate the Big Bang or the Unico or the Hublot, whatever? At this point, if you're wearing that watch, I mean, what it says to me is that you pretty much got finessed by one of the attractive sales girls at the Hublot boutique, because other than that, there's really no other reason why you should be wearing that pile of junk on your wrist. I mean, so overall, what does it say? I mean, I think it says you should have bought a Cartier Santos. That's what I think. Next, we have the FP Journe Elegante with the diamonds. I mean, this is the most confusing release of the year, in my opinion. You know, FP Journe is that brand that, to me, just states the complete opposite of all this hype and all this flex culture stuff. It's just like in its own lane. Something very exclusive, very elegant, and unique. That's what I think about when I see an FP Journe. I love them. I love the way they look, and I love the brand. However, the Elegante for me has always kind of been this, like, I don't know, man, just kind of like this black sheep model of the whole brand. And then they go ahead and we have one with diamonds now. I mean, what the heck is that? Like, why would they? FP Journe to me is the brand that least represents iced out watches. It's anything but elegante or elegant. It says you definitely went all the way in at the boutique, promising your sales guy so that one day, maybe just one day, you can get a Tourbillon. Next, we have the Grand Seiko Koto Constant Force Tourbillon. I mean, that name is exhausting, to be honest with you. I mean, look, guys, am I a fan of Grand Seiko? No. I do think they make high quality stuff and they're very well made. And let me tell you something, this watch is stunning. I mean, if you look at the dial and the layout and everything, both the front and the back, I think it's a home run the way it looks. It's badass. I mean, I love the watch. However, what this watch says about you is that you, sir, have some really big balls. I mean, clearly you like nice watches because it is a nice watch. But sir, you have the biggest balls I've ever seen, because to buy this watch, it's almost like spending $1 million on a Hyundai. That's just the way I feel. Sorry guys, don't kill me about it. It's just the way I feel, you know? I know people could say that, well, Richard Mille is the same as this. Well, I don't think so. I think that if you're gonna spend this type of coin on a Grand Seiko without knowing what's gonna happen, you, sir, have big balls and are very rich. Last, we have the Jacob & Co. Batman Dual Tourbillon. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. You know, I'm at a loss of words here. I love Jacob. I think they've made some incredible pieces the last 5 years that have been stunning and shocking. And just when you think they can't do more, they do more, okay? When you think they can't license more, they license more. I think right now they are the brand that is the king of licensing agreements. So much that right now we have a Batman watch. I mean, one thing is when you're wearing a Rolex that they nicknamed the Batman. Another thing is when you're wearing a watch with the actual Batman logo on the dial. I mean, I don't even know what to say. If I saw someone wearing that watch, what it would say about them is, it'd be a shock. You gotta be that heavy of a comic book collector or something to even buy this watch. I just don't even know. I'm at a loss of words with this one. You need some milk. I just think that if you own this watch, you better fucking be Bruce Wayne. Just at that point, you know, it's just what I'm thinking. So comment below if you want to add anything about these 5 watches. And if you like this video, like and share it. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel.